Yes. If you're just joining us, shame on you. We're with the cast of Drag City DC. We got Epiphany B. Lee. We have Raquel Savage Black. We have Chanel Devereaux. What's up? We have La Countess Farrington. Hi. And we have Shi-Queeta-Lee. I can't believe I just said all those names off the top of my head. You put the performance of drag and female impersonating on a map that is real, that is, it doesn't pull no punches, it doesn't cut no corners. It just shows the real, what things y'all have to go through day to day, week to week, month to month. Sometimes y'all don't get along, sometimes y'all do get along. But at the end of the day, y'all were able to come together today and put all the differences aside and say, you know what, let's keep on doing this. So with that being said, do y'all are you guys really like close knit when the cameras aren't rolling? Epiphany?
It depends on who you're talking to. No. I see Chanel every Sunday. We work together, and we all love each other. You know, we may not see. I haven't seen Raquel in a while, but you know, we love each other. We're probably not as close as me and Shi-Queeta are. You know, Shi-Queeta is one of my best friends, and we talk every day. Sometimes 3-4 times a day. We've stayed on the phone as late as 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. You know, it's like that quick. You real quick with it.
Well, you know, I would love to do that if the opportunity ever presented itself. I think I'd have to go take it. But La Countess always gives me so much material to work with. If I stop talking about you, then there's a problem.
Okay, so she's gonna keep talking about you.
Well, everyone who watches the episodes know that I'm the one that the girls like to pick on, and you know
she's bipolar.
Throughout the episodes, there were some episodes that you weren't in that it seemed like the episodes went more smoothly, and then the episodes you were in, it was just like all this drama coming from everywhere. Does the cast consider you the bad cast member, the outcast, like the one who always caused all the problems?
Almost definitely. I'm the one that I love to antagonize my sisters.
Okay.
And when they do something to me, I can't take it, and I can admit it.
I realize.
I'm the troublemaker of the group.
Okay.
I admit it. I've always been mischievous.
Okay. When y'all were in the car, I don't know. You guys were like going at it. I'm thinking, is this for for the episode, or is it for TV, or is this real? Or
it was real. Actually, it was real.
She had tried to give me entirely too much, so I just let her have it.
The funny thing about it was that it wasn't even nothing that was planned for the show. I just had the camera in the front seat holding like that,
right?
And we was driving in the street, and they was going for it, and it made good television.
Because sometimes there are so many things that you all didn't get to see because there wasn't a cameraman following all of us. Right. Some of the one-liners that Tyria was saying made mine look so bad.
Really? Raquel, I've noticed that when you're up in your glory, you two favor each other.
Well, we're just pretty bitches. You know, makeup does wonders. It's amazing. For me, Epiphany's natural, but
you're performing for Drag Brunch. Your Gaga effect, the black with the veil.
Yeah.
Everything.
Thank you.
I really like that.
She's one of the entertainers I love to perform because she can just go crazy naturally. If you've seen Gaga like in concert, she naturally just goes crazy. So like, being a female illusionist or a drag queen, you can just take it there, and it's just natural for that character to be there.
Now, I noticed that you like to use both terms of either drag queen or impersonator. Which one is more suitable that you rather use?
It depends on the day and
so
how much black I use on my face.
So you don't mind?
You know, if I use the browns, I'm a woman. I'm a female illusionist. Now, if I use blacks all the way to the back of my head, you know, then I'm more of a drag queen. So it just kind of depends on. At the end of the day, it's an art form, and we're just doing this because we love to entertain. All of us for different reasons, but it's still an art form, and that's what we love to do. So if you want to call us men in dresses or whatever, you get you a piece, baby. We're going to keep it moving up.
Don't you dare call me a man.
I was about to say, Chanel, that was something you said when you were doing your, like an intro to who you are. Drag is an art. You said it defines, for you, it defines gender, you define gender identity as a straight woman trapped in a man's body who is transitioning from a male to a female. Is that right?
That would be, yes.
Now, can you explain that to some people that be like, what?
I was born a male. I decided that I wanted to be a woman because I've always been a woman on the inside. It was just camouflage. I'm now getting to the point in my life where, you know what, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what you say about me.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who still has to go home with me. I have to wake up with me.
La Countess, you said you're the oldest person that's been doing drag or impersonating or what have you?
Since
Yes.
1822.
For the last 25 years, and I started in Richmond, Virginia, where I'm originally from. And
Okay.
I've actually entered several pageants. I've won 23, and I've competed on a national level where I've been top 10 at the National Miss Gay America pageant. As far as the pageant aspect, no, I'm done with that.
So you're done
as
with
far as performing, I took a 5-month hiatus, and I'm looking to get back into the art form of female impersonation on a regular basis.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I'm actually looking forward to that because I have new costuming as well as new ideas.
Oh my gosh!
You got some more lampshade girl.
Yes.
Wait, what's
So the time that I actually was on hiatus, I was doing some sewing.
Spell it.
Oh my!
Hiatus.
Come to the right.
Hiatus.
I'm sorry. You know what? She goes to bed. You may go. You may stay at her house. You will go to bed with a lampshade. You will wake up in the morning with a hat.
Actually gone to a recyclable bin and got recyclables to
That's
make
not something to brag about.
No, seriously, to make costumes and stuff. I actually have lampshades, beer cans,
going green.
Clorox bleach
That is
bottles,
going
and everything. Yes, I have.
Even a kitchen sink. La Countess she's been doing drag so long, so she's dated compared to all the rest of us.
And I know people said that, yeah.
And we always pick on her just so for her to come out and say, I got new costumes. It was a shock to all of us.
Oh yeah, girl. She got a good one.
Stuck in the 80s.
So I've got some up-to-date artists, but my comfort zone is the 90s and the 80s.
Okay,
to be honest.
Who are most people known for you to impersonate?
I mean, I'm actually known for my Tina Turner impersonation as well as Shi-Queeta-Lee.
Okay.
She learned from me, to be exact.
Oh.
And I know she ain't talking about I learned from her. Look at my face and look at hers.
And I've also done Jody Watley and Irene Cara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she's sitting here now looking like a Muppet baby.
How many people
Does it look good?
Heavy.
Terrence, does it look
It
good?
looks good for you. I mean, of course, I can look good for me.
You saw me in the show. Would you give me $1?
I will give you $1. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Would you ask to change that? You gave me an open door and a landing.
She went for it. OMG.
Well, she can talk about my lion hair, but I'd rather have lion in his hair than
But it
looking
works for
Gomer-
you.
rather than looking like Goomer Powell in drag.
Oh, really? You gonna try and one time?
You know, I had to try it. That's the only line that I have for you. Speaking of hair and your hair,
Yeah.
when you guys were at Annie's, right?
That's the same wig.
No. I always wear big hair. I don't like small hair.
But no, you wore some
makes
small
it
hair
look
on
less
a couple of the episodes.
That was because Shi-Queeta-Lee made me wear a short wig.
We was trying to change her.
Oh, he's trying.
But
on the show, that was her persona
But-
to bring her to the new millennium.
I like big hair.
Because I couldn't understand because it seemed like it was so chaotic at Annie's. Was it chaotic for you guys?
I was stressed out that day, and I took it out on my sisters.
Oh,
And I
okay.
said some things that I really didn't mean, and I apologized for it.
Yeah, you did.
But I was really heated at that moment.
Okay.
But I'm really not like that.
Okay.
Unless I'm provoked.
Gotcha.
And I was
We think
provoked.
she's crazy.
I didn't take my
Bipolar medication.
I didn't take my vitamins that day.
Oh, okay. Earlier that day, you guys did the Food for Friends.
Yes.
Was that really miscommunication between the two of you, as far as her coming to your house, Shi-Queeta-Lee?
She was supposed to have been in my house, and she didn't get there in time.
So, was that really what went down?
That's not true. Shi-Queeta-Lee told me to be at her house at 9, which I showed up at 9. She said I was
We had to
supposed
be
show
at the
up
place at 9 o'clock. So why would she be at my house? Why would I tell her to be at my house at 9? Do the math.
Well, it's like this. I showed up. Tyria didn't show up, and Epiphany didn't show up.
Okay. Anything you want to say about that, Epiphany?
What's to say? I didn't show up.
I showed up. At least I was there.
Yeah, you did.
So give me credit for
So,
it.
but when you showed up, though, you showed up with
Showed up and showed
all
out.
the attitudes on your shoulders.
That's because Shi-Queeta-Lee cussed me out before I got there. On
No,
the
it's just like when doing the show, I went through a lot with different producers of trying to put the show together.
Yeah.
And then I went through all that and I got rid of them, so I tried to do it myself.
Right.
So it's hard trying to get everybody together,
Yeah.
make outfits for everybody to wear for our different events or gigs we're doing, getting the music and stuff together,
Yeah,
and
so
then
I can understand.
worrying about her attitude every time we go somewhere, because our whole concept was giving back to the community.
Right.
And a lot of things that me and La Countess clashed heads with was she won't put her drag on unless she's getting a coin. And so it lost the whole concept of what we was doing, is giving back to the community. So that's where a lot of it tied in and clashed with us.
Gotcha.
Why do you look surprised?
Is that
right?
Country? You want to
I
speak
do
on that?
remember that conversation on Quita's floor in her living room.
Okay, part of it is true.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's videotaped
I've always,
somewhere.
I think it was
I always vowed to myself that if I was going to dress up in drag, for the most part, that I was going to get reimbursed for it, because this is hard work, and we're not as respected in the community as we should be.
Right.
And I've always told myself that if I'm going to do something, I want to get reimbursed by it.
The problem
But I also said with Drag City DC, Shi-Queeta said that we weren't going to get paid all the time, which I knew that. But if I'm going to do something for free, give some leniency with me. Because if I'm working late hours and I get home late and then have to be up early in the morning the next day, you know, show some respect. So I got bent out of shape because she cussed me out. But she has to realize that I was also working the night before and my alarm didn't go off because it was a rainstorm. So I was late, and I tried to explain it to her. But being Shi-Queeta-Lee and being the perfectionist that she is and being demanding, she wasn't hearing all of that. She thought I was lying, but I really wasn't.
Okay.
She was lying.
Just give it to you. What?
Dusty than to be dry, baby.
That's
Have you
fine.
looked at your split ends lately?
Yes, I got them cut off on Friday.
Girl, I can tell.
Oh, that's fine, girl. Check your cataracts. I mean, I know at Shady Pines that they teach you to look for those things.
There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that the general public doesn't see. And I was just expressing myself from the
How I came up with the concept of doing the show was, I worked a drag brunch at Nelly's Sports Bar on 9th and U in DC,
Right.
and we all was working together on Sunday mornings. And so I was like, you know, I want to do a reality show, y'all. We should do one. And just happened to be all with Tyria. Also, 6 of us was working brunch that Sunday.
Okay. You all originally on board when she brought the idea to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you really?
Yes.
But ask her how many of us did she think was going to drop out of doing the show?
I didn't think Tyria was going to do it.
Okay.
And she want to do it, but she's doing it to help me out for me to help me with my dream.
Right.
But she really don't want to do it because of her working and her makeup skill work.
Right.
And then I didn't think Epiphany would do it because of her being a transsexual that was outing herself to the world.
Yeah, I had to out myself to the world.
Chanel, by doing the show now, she has become a woman.
Yes.
She has gotten her breasts.
Oh, all right. How you
Yes,
doing?
during the course of the filming of the show, you got to see me at about the 1 year mark of doing my hormones.
Okay.
And then that December for Christmas, I gave myself breasts. So, yes, baby, this is $9 grand.
No.
Yes, baby, show the love.
I have my ups and downs, I have my bad days, I have my good days. But I always find time to give another person an opportunity to shine.
Gotcha.
Or to express their way of performing the character who they are. And by working with everybody, I learned a lot about how people can really be, far as not on stage, but off stage.
Right.
And how they go about their daily lives. A lot that you was doing as a solo artist to become as a group or a family or unity, it's very hard.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there listening think that it's easy, it's not easy at all.
Do any of you have any regrets in doing the show? No regrets?
Of doing Drag City? Oh, God, no.
No.
I don't have any regrets. It actually opened up a lot of doors for me that I didn't have.
Right.
So I look at it as being an asset, and I don't regret it.
How much time, energy, investing do you have to put into all that? I'm gonna ask Raquel first. The reason why I picked you is because when I was watching the episodes, I noticed that you like to use, I don't know the proper term. Is it breastplates?
Yes, it's a breastplate.
So I noticed.
So instead of
that-
9,000, it's 600. If you want to make money, you got to put money into it. But like for me, it takes me a while just because I live my life as a man.
Right.
This is like a day of having not shaved my face. So like you give me a couple days, I have a full beard. So it's like the transformation for me takes a little bit longer than for someone like Epiphany or Chanel that live their life as women.
Right.
you know, they do as much makeup as I do, but it takes me, because I have to beat the man out of my face. Time-wise, it's like an hour or two for me just to transform into that whole, like, persona, and for me to get my mind right to be that.
So it is a mental process that you have to go through?
Definitely, especially, like, because I'm busy with my daytime career, to have to get out of the mindset of that and then want to enjoy entertaining when you're just tired. Yeah. And that happens a lot, and that's why I don't do drag as much as I used to. So, just because I don't have the, and I'm not trying to kill myself just because I want to be tired or famous. You know, my time will come. Everyone has their time.
I make my own costuming, so, you know, I have to go to fabric stores to buy fabrics and what have you, and then take them home and sew. Right. As far as the drag aspect, it takes me approximately 2 hours to get in drag from head to toe. And
it look like that?
Well, yeah, because, you know, yeah. I mean, I'm not the prettiest thing in drag city, and I admit that, but I'm one talented bit, excuse my French, and also I'm very creative, and my costuming speaks for itself.
I just commend all of you for being yourselves, doing what you love to do, not hurting anybody, and for those that, you know, don't understand that, instead of being so ignorant or hating on it, you know, get a better understanding. Listen to this show and to get a better understanding. Maybe you'll be more welcoming. Maybe you'll be more open. You may not approve of it, but you can say, okay, well, I can respect what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And keep it moving. I mean, and that's it. You ain't gotta sleep with the person. You ain't gotta lay with the person. You ain't gotta see the person every day. If you see him, you walk. You be, hey, how you doing? You don't have to speak at all, but don't be ignorant and hating on that person for what it is that they see themselves doing for the rest of their lives, or who they want to be for the rest of their lives. They weren't comfortable being one way, they want to be another way. Why should that affect you?
Exactly.
I don't get it. I never understood why somebody wanted to be who they ultimately wanted to be and why that would affect the other person. You're not living their life.
Right.
They have to live that. So I have to commend all of you, especially Chanel and Epiphany and Chanel. I definitely commend the both of you for, you know, being who you ultimately want to be, regardless of who says what, how they say it, where they say it, how they take it.
But don't ever just put it out there that the ones that have been doing it for a while and decredit our reputations and what we've worked so hard, and like Stonewall and all that kind of stuff. Like, if you go back to that, there are individuals that have worked really, really hard to give us, even today, the opportunity to do what we want to do. So it's like, I really wish that the now the upcoming girls would actually take the time out and really kind of study the history of drag. One
thing, you know, I've always known as an entertainer, as a drag performer, there's so many different styles and different types of drag artists, and the great thing about our show is we're all completely different.
Right.
There's 6 of us, and I think Shi-Queeta did a great job in choosing us because we're all so different. And, you know, as entertainers in the drag profession, we stand on the shoulders of giants, you know, and we say we want about the Countess, but she's been performing for over 25 years, so she was one of those girls that helped pave the way. Raquel talked about Stonewall, those girls that paved the way so that Chanel and I are able to walk down the street this way and not be attacked, and you know, and get on stage and just sort of set the example. And so that's sort of what we try to do, the 6 of us. There's other girls coming up, you know. I've been in this since I was 19 years old. And now I see other little 19-year-old girls that come up to me now and are like, you're the reason I want to do this, and, you know, kid, do you have any pointers, or how can I get into it? And so we're there to set the example, and I think that's the great thing about Drag City, is that we are so diverse, you know. So we're the people that watch our show know that there are different styles of drag.
Are you guys gonna unite back together, do another season? Are you casting other people? Do you want to cast? How is it all coming together?
I'm pretty sure we would get together and do some more things, and I have a lot of shows that I have tons and tons of hours of footage of